Hey guys, so I'm just going to go over the Art History of Western Civ 1 course shell and the syllabus. Try to keep it as quick as I possibly can. The welcome message is in here. Here's the announcements. In the content area you can find the syllabus module. It has its own module. Then we have the projects here, and then we go into the different weeks that we cover. And before you do much of anything, it would be good to go into your profile up here, and then we could go into notifications and go ahead and put in your send text message notifications to your phone number here. So go ahead and put your phone number in, and you could say what time you want it to be coming to you, and have it send you SMS messages at least for the announcements, these two here. So these two should be checked. I have more things checked, so it's kind of up to you. Grades are kind of a nice one to have checked as well, but definitely the announcements are a good thing to have checked, so you get a text message just in case there's some kind of urgent message about something. That's where things happen. And honestly, technically, most of the time, it's not even going to be used. And I definitely don't post any announcements before 9 a.m. And I literally, last semester, I think we did this course, I only posted like 8 announcements, but still sometimes stuff comes up, so we definitely need to have that checked. So I will go over the syllabus here. I'll go ahead and download it, push this little thing, push download. It's going to go into my downloads folder. I'll open that up. I have a Mac here, but we'll go over the syllabus, and hopefully this will be helpful to you guys. So this is 3 credit hours. My name is Mary Ward. I'm the instructor of graphic design at MSU Northern. I also teach several art history classes. This is my phone number, my cell, so you can text me. That's the fastest way to get a hold of me, so I highly suggest texting me. You can email me at my edu address or in Brightspace. I do check those daily as well during the semester, but this is definitely the fastest way to get a hold of me. Just include your name in the text so I know who's texting me. Okay, so course description. Art History of Western Civ 1 will be a journey into the concepts, processes, techniques, and media used by artists of the past, basically spanning from prehistory into the Renaissance period. And this course will enable you to recognize the ways in which artists have sought to give visual forms to ideas and concepts. We'll take a look at art from around the globe to better understand how it shapes cultures, and you will learn to recognize culturally significant works of art. You will develop a bit of a visual arts vocabulary so that you can better understand artwork and artistic movements. And this course basically just kind of provides an increased awareness of the social and political, cultural frameworks in which artists lived and created their work. So this is the required course material. It is Gardner's Art Through the Ages, A Global History, Volume 1. So just the Volume 1. You don't need Volume 1 and 2. It's by Fred S. Kleiner, Cengage Learning. This is the ISBN number for the e-text and then the hard copy. It is the 16th edition. This is what the cover should look like. Remember, we're just needing Volume 1, so you don't need to get the one that's a combo of Volume 1 or 2. I believe the copyright year is 2020, so just make sure you get that 16th edition, copyright year 2020. Here's a link to the publisher's website. You can also get it at the MSU Northern bookstore. You can rent it. You can go to Amazon, Chegg, any other place you want to. Just make sure you get the 16th edition, copyright year 2020. Strongly suggested course materials: personal computer, internet connection, and a notebook to take notes in on the chapter quizzes. Here's the grades, pretty straightforward. Chapter quizzes are worth quite a bit, 40%, so that's reading, watching the lecture videos every week, and then taking the quiz by the end of the week. Exercise assignments, discussions, and any kind of mini project, 40% of your overall grade. Project number 1, where you take a virtual tour of an Egyptian tomb, that's 10%. And Roman influences in the modern world, 10% of your grade. So we have 2 projects that are worth 10% of your grade. You don't want to miss those projects. You want to try and do well on them because they are worth quite a bit of your overall grade. Week 1, we're going to cover what is art history, chapter 1. So 2, 3, 4, you know, one chapter. When we get into ancient Greece, I do split it into 3 sections because it is a long chapter and there's a lot of material. So that's going to be split into 3 different sections. I do have the page numbers here listed so that there's no confusion. Week 8 is back to 1 chapter over the Etruscans. And then week 9, the Roman Empire, is quite a lengthy chapter as well. So I split that into 2. So week 9 and 10 are the Roman Empire. Week 11, late antiquity. Week 12 and 13 are over the Islamic world, so early Islamic and then later Islamic. Then we have our Thanksgiving break, and then we have the early medieval Europe chapter, and then we have week 15, Native American cultures. We're going to cover South America. I do have the page numbers here. And then finals week is North American Native cultures. Here are the page numbers there for that. So grading scale, pretty standard. If this is a required course for you in your major or minor, you need to get a C or higher, C minus or higher. D's will not get you a degree unless it's just like something that you don't need necessarily, like you're just taking it for an elective, but it's not a required class, then yeah, it'll count towards your credit load. But C minus or higher is required to have this count towards your degree or minor. Just letting you know, because some students actually don't really know that. So student responsibilities, you need to check Brightspace daily, especially since this is an online course. You need to read the announcements, read through the tasks outlined in the modules. So week 1 through finals week it's all outlined there in the left-hand menu in the content area of the course. And you need to be reading the chapters every week, watching the lecture videos, taking the quizzes, and then also completing those additional assignments that are outlined in the weekly modules in a timely manner. Remember, you have those 2 major projects that are worth 10% of your overall grade, so you do need to continually be kind of working on those and then getting them in when they're due throughout the semester. Try not to fall behind because it's extremely difficult to catch up once you've fallen behind. Reading the book and completing the quizzes makes up 40% of your grade, so make sure you take that reading in your book seriously. And also watch those lecture videos. They can really help reinforce the reading. And then if you have trouble with reading comprehension, the videos can really help. I have students that listen to it in the car, and every so often, maybe I don't think it's good to be watching a video, but maybe glancing over at the slide that I'm talking about every so often. Also, certain students clean their house and listen to it, and then every so often look at the slide that I'm talking about, just so you can get that in your head of what we are actually discussing in the lecture video. And or while you're cooking is another time that you could do this, or folding laundry, anything like that works well. So definitely try to watch those lecture videos. They will be helpful if you watch them. But reading is still required, so make sure you get the chapters read. If you are confused about something, ask me. That's part of your responsibility as a student. I can't read everybody's minds, so, you know, shooting me a text works really well. That's definitely the fastest way. You can also email me. Late work. I do accept late work, but it will automatically be cut down a letter grade for being tardy. And then the second week that passes, your grade will drop by another letter grade. And then after 2 weeks, about 14 days, I will no longer accept it. So just remember, it's super nice for me to go in and grade assignments all at once with everybody getting everything in on time. Because it's hard for me to like track down missing work. And usually I try to email you and remind you to get something in. Or I'll leave you a message like, hey, you can still get this in, try to get it in, because anything's better than, you know, if you wait, it could turn into a 0. So attendance, obviously not required. This is online. Office hours, I don't have any office hours for this course, but that being said, if you need to meet with me, just text me or email me, and we can set up a time to meet in person. I've met with students in person. I've talked with them on the phone quite often, and that works really well. But we can also do like Zoom or WebEx, whatever works for you. Here's the Academic and Integrity Misconduct Code. You can read through that. The accessibility statement, you know, if you have a disability that you need special, you know, help with your course, like maybe a little extra time on quizzes or things like that, you can talk to Jonna Antonich about that. She's in Cowan Hall. This is her contact information here. Tutoring, they can help with writing, math, anything like that here. And then Brightspace technical support, if you need any help with that, Jason and Brittany help with that a lot. Here's their contact information. So yeah, that is basically the course in a nutshell. So I'm looking forward to this. This is a fun course. Art history is an interesting subject. So anyway, I look forward to getting to know you all, you guys, even though it's online. I still get a sense of a lot of your personalities. So we'll see you soon. Okay, talk to you later.